Hey guys, I am going to record this video and you're getting me. I just got off my trainer and jumped in the shower. But I want to share with you, I know some of you are brand new and you don't even know what Pin It to Win It is. This last weekend was the third annual where you'll see the things come out after Success School this coming summer, where the guidelines will be there, what you have to do to be able to earn your way into the room. We spend 2 days at Chateau Elan, nice. And we had special guests. We had Rick and Jan Loy come and pour into us Friday night and Saturday morning. And then Rachel and Josh Witt wrapped things up for us yesterday afternoon. And they went from 0 to diamond in 9 months. And so, to learn from somebody like that is just powerful. Make the decision, no matter what, that you're going to be in that room with me next year. And I'm going to share a little bit with you about what went on. I'm going to try to keep this under 10 minutes and go over some good stuff. I posted the link for, I just pressed the recording when Rick was talking about when he met with Charlie. I want to tell you, he also shared with us, I think Rick was asked to do the services, the first Success School. Mike Wade and Rick Loy went to the same church together, and Rick was asked to lead worship on that first Sunday morning, the first Success School. So know that Rick has been around Advocare since it first began, and he didn't come on board for 5 years. And what I want you to get out of that was he shared the story about all of his interactions with Charlie, and he talked about how Charlie sat and faced him and focused him, and he talked about how imposing and how compelling and how much strength Charlie spoke with. And Charlie wanted Rick to join them. He wanted him to be a distributor, and he said that it was all I could do to not say yes to him wanting him to come with him. But he said, I just told him, I am excited about what you've got going on, but it's just not my time right now. And he said, all Charlie said was, I got it. And he just turned away from him and kept on going. And what I believe, in listening to Charlie and those CDs so many times, is that Charlie knew he was honoring Rick. He didn't step on him. He knew that the way that he handled Rick's decline in the moment was building relationship. And I got so much out of that little thing that I want to share that with you too, because I believe, one of the biggest things that we struggle with in doing this is somebody's going to say no to us. And Charlie, I believe, in that moment saw the no as he just planted another seed. He treated Rick with honor. He honored where he was, and he didn't try to persuade or convince, but it was another moment where he was showing Rick his character. And I hope that you can get something out of that too, because obviously eventually Rick was like, you know what, this is a guy I'll follow. And I would love for you guys to get that out of that. So I'm going to go over some of what I got from Rachel, and I'll just, before I look at my notes, I'll give you my overall first impression. She shared how she ran into Tanya at the Greenbrier. They won their way to that trip. And Tanya asked her, she said, tell me honestly, how much are you working? And she said, you don't want to know the truth. And Tanya was like, yes, I do. And she said, I'm working from 7 a.m. to 1 a.m. So, all along I try to be really straight up with you guys. This is a 4-work program. And that girl was willing to compress the work, and they talked about that. The work to get to that diamond level of leadership, it's the same amount of work. It's just, do you want to compress the time? How badly do you want to get to where it makes a difference for you? And are you willing to compress the time? So what I would encourage you to do is identify what income level sets you free. What income level allows Advocare to give you control of your day? And set that as your target. And can you train for this? Can you do this like a military deployment? Can you do 90 days of unusual? Can you do a 90-day blast of the unusual? Cindy Stark just trained for an Ironman, and she committed to doing the unusual for 6 months. And she accomplished something amazing. Can you do that to change your life for the rest of your life? Are you willing to do that? Rachel Witt was. And I'll tell you what, it took her husband 2 years to come on board. So it's okay if you're doing it by yourself. She did it. And so that was a huge nugget that I got from them. And they were so fantastic. They were very honoring and humble and grateful, but confident and commanding all at the same time. They were amazing leadership qualities that I saw exemplified on the stage. I'm looking at my minutes of how long I've been going. They did kind of a top 10, and a lot of it you're going to know. Purpose, we talk about purpose, being coachable and teachable. Lois Gregory reached out to her and she said, we don't have time to waste. You need this money right now. So we don't have time to waste with you trying to reinvent the wheel or do something crazy off the charts. So you're going to stick to the success system. Here's what you're going to do. And for you guys that are ready to do this and want this, I want to keep it as simple for you as possible. You've got to master your story. You've got to have your purpose in front of you. And then I want you to keep it really simple. Let's master the basics. Vince Lombardi, this is your football. Have 3 conversations a day where you tell your story. And I don't care what you have to do to be able to, I don't care if you go to some stranger and say, I just need to practice this. And you tell your story. Tell your story 3 times a day. It will lead to 3 people being moved further, a minimum of 3 people being moved further into the success system every single week. And that means 3 more people that are going to talk to somebody else and hear about Advocare from somebody besides you. That's your sponsor. That's me. That's getting them to a mixer. That's getting them on a phone call where they can listen in. That's getting them onto a webinar. That's getting a minimum of 3 people a week to seeing more about, get spark in their body and get them to see more and be able to ask that question. Do you want to find out more about this? Okay. So 3 people a day to get your minimum 3 a week to be moving this forward, and then set your sights on that 3K PGV club. That's just the sign for a serious business builder that business is flowing. Okay. 3K PGV club. I want you to focus. 3, 3, 3. 3 conversations a day, 3 people seeing more about Advocare minimum a week and getting to that 3K PGV club. I'm looking at the clock. I'm trying to keep this at 10 minutes. So I'm going to look through here. Success system consistently. Mixers. If you haven't been to a mixer, you've got to be going to 1 mixer a week or hosting 1 mixer a week. There's an event at the Cross Church in Loganville Thursday night. Be there. If you're serious about this, be there. And by all means, share this with somebody, right? Invite 1 person. Do what you need to do to help 1 person be there with you, okay? And they talked about only sponsoring 2 to 3 people a pay period because it's about caring about somebody and really locking arms and helping them. And you really can't do that successfully with more than 2 to 3 people a pay period, 1 person a week. You can lock arms with 1 person a week and really help them start moving towards the future that they want. This is all about them. All about them. You're the person that knows more about Advocare than they do. It's up to you to lead them. All right. Speak the business with strength. Lois Gregory asked her how she was wrapping up her mixers, and she said, I was home. Well, in the last 4 weeks, I've put an extra $2,000 into my bank account from this company. She said, shame on you. You have no idea what they're going through, and you owe it to them to speak with strength about what this has done for you, what you see for yourself with this company. Speak that with strength. We owe it to those that are next to us to not be meek or mild, but to speak with strength about what we've got our hands on. I'm going to try to wrap this up here really quickly. Champion mindset. Belief. You got to believe, and you got to be supportive. And I'm looking at my other notes. Yeah, I think our group challenge, we're putting everything together with that. If you'll grab a hold of that, that's a huge tool for you to help grow your business. Where the product flows, the business grows. And so grab a hold of that. Set your goal. Are you going to be coaching 2 people on that group challenge? Are you going to be coaching 5 people on that challenge? Set your number and help those people. Wrap your arms around them and help them have fantastic results. And we're going to all go to the Ugly Sweater Run and celebrate. And let's make a difference, you guys. And Advo Nation, if you don't have your ticket, get your ticket. Get your ticket and help somebody get there too. All right. God bless you guys. I missed you. I missed you. I was so mad at myself that I didn't have more of you with me. So I love you, and we're not going to have that happen next year. So God bless, and I will talk to you very soon.